pass to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. Touchdown! Devin Singletary with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Gregory Rousseau coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field. They'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Packers' D comes up with a big stop. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 48 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen off the play fake. Eluding and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to get him for a loss of about 3.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On play action, Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And Diggs has it. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Again, it's Dillon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
On 1st down, Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset.
Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 73 yards, and the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rodgers now on first down. And it's complete to Adams. And he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. On play action, now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. 43 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 39 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. Flushed out right. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Steps away to his left. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Crosby with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
And by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Singletary again, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. 7 yards the pick up there.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's Rodgers on the return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. One final try now for Rodgers. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. Well, going